Hello everyone, welcome back to Solo Leveling and Rise, and today we are on day 4 of the beginner's guide. I'm going to show you guys my progression and everything that's unlocked today and talk about everything that has been done. So right now guys, currently on my challenges, I am on chapter 6. I need to do these encore missions, and this is pretty much where all of you guys are going to be stuck at this point on day 4. But as you guys can see, pretty much the rest of these things you're going to be able to get done today. You'll finish chapter 6 and you'll move on to chapter 7, which is pretty damn awesome. Now as far as my characters, you can take a look here, guys. These are the characters, and I'm really kind of focusing on these 5 right now. I really want to level up my girl here, Cha Young, man. She's so good, but I'm trying to conserve on resources, which I would really advise all of you guys to do as well. You need to be careful about spending too much of your gold, too many of your resources. Try to get it done with the characters that you're already leveling up, but there will be situations where you may have to change up shop, guys. You might have to change up what you're doing. Now, when it comes to Jin Woo and how he's looking, Jin Woo right now, guys, is at level 38. My count's at level 38, and I actually pulled this weapon today from the SSR banner. This is a free-to-play account, or not from the SSR banner, but from the banner, and this weapon is insane. I'll make a separate video about that. And the thing is, guys, by today you should have unlocked your new ultimate skill, which is awesome. You should have unlocked this little guy right here, which is awesome. And that thing does way more damage than it did before. I've actually just kind of been working on certain skills. I keep working on this skill right here because it's so good for Jin Woo. And I'm actually focusing on this skill because I actually got lucky and I got these 2 runes. Now, all of us are in different places in the game as far as what we're actually getting. All this is RNG as far as these runes are concerned. Where did I get these runes? Well, you're going to eventually get to a point where you can do fusion here and you can actually make up your runes, right? Once you get so many of these guys, remember this is a free-to-play account, you can hit fuse and get a rune. Check and see what that rune offers, and maybe that's the skill you want to go with. For example, this skill here is called multiply damage of a certain percentage of Jin Woo's attack. When the final hit lands, inflicts airborne effect. When defeating an enemy, there's a 50% chance to reset the skill's cooldown. When using the skill, increases damage of mutilate by 10% for 10 seconds, second 10 times. So you can gain 20% damage by using this rune on Jin Woo. The problem with it for me is it doesn't have break on it, and honestly guys, I really find that having break on his skills, it just seems to work out so much better. I've been able to progress a lot faster, but still, that's pretty cool. And then it's going to tell you can go back to the skill page, you can equip it if you want, and so on. So that's actually pretty cool, but that's how I acquired those runes. Now, the next thing that was unlocked today was actually the battle tier. So this is pretty cool. We can click on this. Of course, we got our loading screen as always, right? But now we have the battle tier, which is actually up in here. My bad, guys. And you click on battle tier, and this is pretty cool. This is just whenever you're leveling up your total power team, just set up your most powerful characters and try to build up their power as much as you can with their artifacts, leveling up their skills, and so have you. And you're going to be able to acquire a whole bunch of essence and gold as you go up through the tiers. You're going to have to acquire so much battle power before you can move up in these tiers. So, for example, we need 65,000. We got 62,119. Once I get 65,000, I'm going to be able to get this essence and this gold, which is nice. Also on day 4, guys, your job change should have went up. So what that means is, if you click on this guy here, you should have been sitting at Night Lord on day 3, and you're actually going to go to Necromancer. You're going to unlock this ultimate, which I talked about earlier, and this thing is insane, guys. Really badass to have, but you'll also should have been able to unlock Monarch of Shadows, and you should have gained this blessing. Now, this blessing, the damage you take will decrease by 20% when you have 30% or less of your maximum HP. It's a nice little blessing to put on your Jin Woo to help his survivability when he gets down to that 30% HP threshold. So that's really, really nice. And these are also nice, guys, because whenever you're leveling up your Jin Woo, you gain 5 stat points every level you go up, from 31 to 32, 32 to 33, and so on. But whenever you unlock these jobs, you gain 30 stat points per job. So unlocking Necromancer today and Monarch of Shadows added 60 stat points to Jin Woo, which jumped up, and these are your points that we're talking about, your stat points, which jumped up his attack all the way to 1480. And notice, guys, I am still working on solid attack. I've been able to move up very, very well in the game. I'm not really having too many problems. I do need to maybe work on some skills, right? We can change that rune if we want to do so, but I'm not using that skill, so I'm not really too worried about it at the moment. And I'll show you guys the clear against Monarch of Shadows so you guys can see that. But again, you know, with Jin Woo, guys, like, you can equip that blessing on him if you choose to do so. You know, once you beat chapter 11, the Ice Slayer King. So you got to do that before you can equip the blessing that you did get, which will hopefully be very, very soon. Now, the next thing I want to let you guys know about is some codes that Netmarble has released. Now, to enter these codes, you need to click on this top box up in the right-hand corner. You need to click on your settings. You need to go to account, and you need to go to redeem code. You click on that sucker right there, and then you're going to plug in 3 different codes right here, one at a time. So the first code that you're going to plug in, my friends, is Let's Go Korea Gills. So it doesn't matter if it's lowercase or uppercase, but let me go ahead and type it. Sorry guys, I'm a little slow on my typing, right? There we go. Let's go, oh, you gotta put an A in there. Let's Go Korea Guilds. That'll be the first code that you guys are going to have. The next code that you can plug in is actually going to be solo leveling. Okay, we'll just go ahead and type it in, solo leveling, and then it's going to be underscore and then 0508, if I am correct. Solo leveling underscore 0508, and you're going to get some other little sweet little rewards. And the last code, there's going to be 3 of them today, is going to be Nini, I'll probably mispronounce that, Arise. So Nini Arise is also going to give you a little something. Now, what are you guys going to get out of that deal? Well, if we go into the mailbox, we can take a look at what we've already collected from those codes. And you can see, guys, that we ended up getting some 50,000 gold and some materials to level up. We also got some of these little guys and materials level up again, but we also got 250 essence and 50,000 gold. So 100,000 gold, and gold is very, very scarce in this game. So 100,000 gold can really, really help your progression in the game, guys. I'm sitting at 400,000 right now on this free-to-play account, sitting at level 38. Which is pretty damn sweet. Now, another thing that was unlocked today is the Battlefield of Time. So if you click on this here and you go to Battlefield of Time, you can get some nice little rewards in here. This is pretty cool, right? You click on this guy, and you're going to be able to acquire some of these materials. The higher your score, the better you're going to do. At the very beginning, you're not going to do super, super awesome, guys, because you're just not going to have as high level of characters as maybe some other whales out there, right? But it gives you a time limit that you got to beat the boss within, and you can actually get these rewards, which is pretty sweet. You want to play this, and you want to play this here. Try to get through it, guys. This is going to be probably pretty tough right now at level 40. I haven't even tried to do it just yet. I'm going to wait. We still got 3 days to do this, so I'm just going to wait a little bit, try to level up a little bit more, and then try to queue this up to try to get a good enough score to maybe hopefully get some rewards. But I want to remind you guys that you do want to do this, get it out of the way, guys, and you can always come back in here and do it again and try to improve your score if you choose to do so. So I'm going to leave you guys with a run against the Monarch of Shadows here. I'm gonna go ahead and leave a run for you guys against this boss to show you how I got it done. But the most important thing whenever you're fighting this boss is every time he's blue, he's gonna have super armor. Just keep your distance away from him, and whenever he comes at you and attacks, dodge, get your evasive dodge or shadow step, and then just start doing a bunch of damage to him. Now you're going to notice, guys, with my build that I'm actually going to have quite a bit of CC thanks to that book that's an SSR weapon. That thing is absolutely insane, and you're going to see just how insane that thing really is whenever I start taking on the Monarch of Shadows. Also, before I forget, I know I'm jumping all over the place, my friends, we also unlocked Instant Dungeon today, which is very, very nice. So Instant Dungeon is this thing right here, and you're going to be able to get some other artifacts in your other slots. So what am I talking about? Well, if we go back to Jin Woo or our hunters and we go to artifacts, these 2 slots are now unlocked. And for your Jin Woo, you want to use these guys right here, the expert set. That's what you want to put on old boy. You want the expert set because it's all about the critical hits, critical damage with this character. And you always, of course, guys, you're always looking for attack, critical rate, critical damage, and so on for this guy. And if you don't get attack or critical rate or critical damage on your artifacts, you really try not to level them up. However, you might end up having to if you don't have any extra of the same artifacts, so that way you can get it done and progress through the story mode. And also, guys, in the story mode, once again, we have the loading screen every time you get to this front page. In the story mode, on hard, I'm 25% through. I've cleared all the way up to chapter 6. And on normal, we're halfway through at 51%. And we're sitting at chapter 11 to give you guys an idea of how far I went to get. I can't go any further because I got to have my Jin Woo at level 41. and he's just not quite there. But I do got some other things I can do here to try to get it done. So hopefully you guys are pretty much on the same page as I am on this account. If you're not, if you're behind me, that's fine. Just keep working on it. Keep trying to level your characters up to try to get it done. I do stream every day, guys, on Twitch and YouTube. The link is in the description below. So guys, let me know how you're all doing in the game, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care and have a good one. See everybody. Take care. So once you clear chapter 9, man, you get to do both these things. Holy shit. All right, let's see how it goes.
Shall we?
Come on, buddy.
I'll end it. Now! Punishment! I'll shred you! Time for an opening! I see it all.
I'm just trying to get away. We just want to use our book. We want to use our book.
Officially. Feel the wrath.
And there we go. We get the freeze. Uh-oh. Oh, he's mad now. Oh, he's bringing out the... Oh, crap.
I'll end it. Now! Explode.
Yeah!
Punishment.
Come on, big boy. Come on up here. Ah, I timed it all wrong.
Time for too slow. I'll end it. Now it's over. I see it all.
Oh, man! Fuck, bastard! Oh, man! Ah! Bruh, this is ignorant! Oh my god!
Upstairs. Time for an opening. Monarch.
Come on, dodge! Dodge! I can't. This attack is destroying me, man!
See it all. It's no use.
Woo! Dang, man, that was a little rough. That was a little rough. Those one attacks are staggering me like crazy. Nice! We're just leveling up, getting more powerful. Oh yeah, that's gonna add... I mean, it's gonna decrease damage. It'll help with survivability. It's all good.